Week and Jean, you are also from the Philippines.
Yes.
How long time have you been married?
2007.
We've been married for 6 years.
Yes.
We've been lovers for
2000.
13 years.
Yes.
We've been parents for 11 years. I have so many things to count.
You have children in the Philippines?
Yes.
We have
both
2 kids.
girls
Yes.
2 girls.
and 10 and 11.
And you're working here in the Middle East
Yes.
for your girls,
Yes.
your future and your dream and your precious.
Yes.
Actually, before we came here, we didn't know that our plan. We just came here to discover something or just looking for something that we don't know. But now we have found out that we came here for a reason. We came here for our kids, we came here for ourselves, and we came here for so many responsibilities that we never thought we can do.
How did you find it to come and work? I understand you work together. And you've been in one place how long time?
4 years.
4 years, almost 5 years.
5 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
What would you say have been the biggest challenge, if you should be totally honest?
For me as a mother, it's the biggest challenge was to be far away from my kids, because I used to be with them from the day they were born to their schooling, everything. I was like a stage mother to them, and it's so difficult for me. It was the most difficult part of it, but I have overcome it. So going to church is like a relief for me. Even though we walk for 30 minutes, going down 30 minutes, going up, it doesn't matter. It's just a relief for me to go to church. Even though I would always fight for him for 4 years.
Tell us about these 4 years. What happened there?
So in the first 2 years, it was like we go down, and then we have friends waiting, the drinking session and everything. So I have to fight for him. We have to go to church at 11. You can drink after the mass. I would always like that. After the mass, okay, he would come to me, the bus. Then after, at 1 o'clock when the mass finished, he would go to his friends and drink. The most difficult part was going home, because we're going to walk up the hill. And it was like this, walking like this, and it's going up the hill. So I have to push him so that we can just go up the hill for 30 minutes. So 30 minutes walk going up the hill comes to be an hour going up the hill. And I was like murmuring and everything.
For short, I'm a master. Master of drinking,
It's
master
like a
of
drunken
smoking.
master. And everything. But that was after 2 years. It was 2 years. But when the charismatic group came, the charismatic team came, there was a slight difference in our lives sometimes.
Well, let's come back to that a little later, but let me ask you, what do you think the reason why you were drinking? Was it to be comforted or to relax, or your work situation, or what would you say was the reason why you throw yourself into drinking?
I don't actually know, but I think I'm just addicted to it. Because when I was in high school, I used to drink, I used to smoke cigar, I used to, everything with smoke. Yeah, maybe I'm just addicted with it. But now I can say I don't know what's happened. Just I remove it.
You finished that, and your wife doesn't have to help
Yeah.
you home up a hill.
Yes, exactly.
Now you can help her.
Yes.
So, when it comes to your children, I understand it's not so often you see them.
Before, not so often, but we talk on the phone every Sunday.
But now with the internet connection, it's easy for us to communicate with them. Skype, Viber, and
We would always
everything.
send you text messages like, "Mama, come home. You're coming home, right? You're coming home, right?" And like, "Yes, yes, I'm coming home." Yes.
Mhm.
But it's a lie, and it's so difficult to lie. And it's breaking my heart to lie to them that I'm coming home when I'm not. It's really difficult. And when sometimes I couldn't call them, we couldn't call them on Sundays, and we would just say, on Monday time, we would say, "Where were you this Sunday? Why did you not call her like this?" I think, "I'm sorry, baby. We were just busy in the church like this, or morning time, or always in the church. But then they would understand why we're in the church, because now they're also busy with their singing in the church, because they were both choir member. They would say, "Mama, I sing soprano in the church," and we're like singing this song like, "Oh baby, do you have any other song in the church?" Because when I was young, that was also the songs that we were used to sing when I was in the church choir. But they're happy. They're happy that they're singing in the church also like us.
So the going to church and being together with others in the church is a relief for you.
It's a relief. It's something that makes me feel free and comfortable and then at ease and
And safe.
at peace and safe. And coming back to work. That was 4 years ago. Was something like, is there anywhere else I can go not to go back to this house, but like this? But this was 4 years ago. But it's okay. It's okay. And I love them. I love them. Even though they were like that, I still love them. We miss them. We miss the dogs and the cats. And we're lucky because the employers that we were into right now they also have dogs and cats, so we don't miss it that much. And there's one thing, when my present employer asked me, "Jean, are you praying?" Okay. "Yes, Mom, why?" "Because I think he said answering your prayer." And he was like, "No." I was like, we're just joking like that. But I want to tell her that it's not true that he didn't answer my prayer. He already answered my prayer when he gave us you, our employer now. But
So you have good employer now.
yes,
It's not always been like that.
yes,
It's been difficult.
yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
But I wasn't able to tell her that. Maybe someday, right time, I could tell her that God always answer every prayers that we have in His time. We just have to be patient. See, for 4 years, patiently waiting for the right employer. It comes for 4 years.
So would it be right to say that you were suffering in silence?
Yes, I am.
And you don't, I don't know if this is about Filipinos or it's just you, but it seems like you're not complaining so much.
Yes, we don't. Because I know God, I don't know. Because I always just pray for it. God, I know He hears our cries, our prayers and everything. And I know in time,
Or maybe we just don't used to complain
yes.
ever since when we were just a kid. I don't used to complain something, even though it's, I don't like it, I don't like that. I just go ahead, okay, I'll do it.
You think that's a cultural thing, or is that just you and Jean?
Mixed. I guess so. It's mixed. Most of us Filipinos don't really complain, but
You just keep going with the job,
Yes.
even though you're not paid well?
hmm or it's too much job, or more than minimum hours, or many minimum working hours or something.
These 4 years we talked about,
Yeah.
how many hours were you working per day?
Jin is working 16 hours. I'm working 13 to 14 hours that time for 4 years.
How many days a week?
6 days.
Yeah, 6 days. 6 days and 3 hours. Because before we go, we need to fix something. We need to clean. We need to, tidy up. So after that, we can go.
Do you feel that there was done something wrong against you at that time?
That time, yeah, yeah, and so we plan to change, or we ask God to, what is your plan to us? If we're going home to the Philippines, or if we're just going to change our new employer or something. So yeah, it just happened.
You speak about God, and it sounds like you have a relationship with God. You speak to God like He's a friend.
Because for 4 years that we've been staying in our previous employer, 2 years in there we are freelancer. We are not going to church. We go to church, but not that serious.
And we talk about the Catholic Church.
Yes, yes, and the remaining 2 years, that's the starting point of, we knew ourselves we joined charismatic group, and that's the time we realized that there's someone who can help us spiritually, and that is God. Yeah.
Jean, would you comment on that? How does that mean to you?
You know, faith is something that I don't know how to explain it, but it is something inside your heart that speaks to you, and it's just as moving you how to deal with life. I don't know what's inside with your. I don't know. It's just igniting your heart to do something, even though people wouldn't recognize it. But I know God can see it. What you're doing, what your heart is saying, what your heart wants. Other people would not. It's hard to please everybody when you're doing something good. It's hard to let them understand that what you're doing is for the good of everybody. It's so difficult, but I just don't. I just doesn't care what they say, but I just feel what God is saying to me, what God is telling me, that you have to do this. Although sometimes I'm scared to do this, but little by little, step by step. I don't want to push myself so hard, although God is saying, do it, don't worry, I'm here. So I'll just, don't worry, Lord, I'll just take it step by step, because I don't want to disappoint you. Although I know He's not going to disappoint, like, it's okay.
You know what, my brother? I just realized these days. It's very hard to live if there's no God in your heart. Because of that 2 years, we suffered a lot, and it's very hard to live. Like there's nothing that or someone that can help you. So when we are joining charismatic, I feel so relaxed, safe, and
What does charismatic mean, just for those who listen to this?
charismatic is a group of spiritual organization or something like that.
Inside the Catholic Church?
Yes, inside the Catholic Church, and we pray, we worship God, and everything we do. It's good to sing. It's good to everything. Oh my goodness, I can't explain it. Yeah.
Thank you.